And you're, yeah. Okay. We'll just kill it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
We are live. Yeah. All right. We are so live on
That's what you call
Denver.com.
live.
Hello, Brian. And I'm here with Henry Archuleta and TKO. Hey, guys, what's up?
Well, no, wait a minute. They're masacate.
Oh, got to get it correct.
I only know them as masacate. No,
Going
wait a
way
minute.
back.
Champagne edition.
See, I remember that name from way back.
Yes, now check it out. We're going to start digging up.
Yeah.
We're going to start with Mike first before we get to
Sure,
Janet.
absolutely.
You're listening to the Music Alive show here on www.kuhsdenver.com, the foremost radio station, TV station streaming in Denver now. You've been hearing about it. Everybody's been hearing about it. If you haven't heard about it, you've heard about it. So we're going to start out with Mike. Go ahead, Mike. You're live, not only audio, but your video. The video is right there. The blue lights are right here on the pole.
Oh, yeah.
So if you want to talk toward the blue lights, you certainly can. So tell us, Mike, when did you guys first start? When did we meet? I know we met when you guys were Masakata. Now that name would do well nowadays.
That was years ago.
But that would do well nowadays, right?
Yeah, it would.
Jeez, turn it back into
Hey.
Masakata. Jeez, you guys are on fire, and then start doing your own music. What do you
There you
say?
go.
Tell us about Masakate.
Masakate. That was when we were kids. I think Danny was what? 15, 14 years old?
You're what, 20 now or 21?
29.
Yeah. That was the four of us, those three brothers. We had Abel Aragon on guitar with us. And you know Abel from Brighton. He was
Oh,
in-
no, I don't know Abel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know
I
Abel.
know Abel real well, yes.
Yeah, that name would go over really well right now.
Yes. Mhm.
Well,
Here
you
in
didn't think
Colorado.
about
Go
it.
ahead and chime right in, Dan. Let us know. You were on drums. I mean, you were kicking it. We would go out, and you guys were Masakata. You first started. You were doing a lot of good Tejano Mexicano music, having a good time with that. But you also crossed over. What happened at that point?
We thought there would be a demand for that and a niche. We're looking for a niche, trying to being able to cross over because we knew a lot of the Hispanic group would want to hear some Tejano mixed in with some old school music.
Now, so are you guys still doing some Tejano music and Mexicano music and stuff like that?
We do Tejano, yeah, but we do Latin rock,
Latin rock,
R&B, old school.
all those. Now, I wanted to know, have you guys cut any of your own albums and done anything like that yet?
No, we haven't.
It's not. Have you thought of that? I'm trying to put everybody on the spot
I
because
know.
lately, all the different groups that have come here. The reason I do this is because the market is wide open right now with this new medium that we have here, KUHSdenver.com. We could stream around the world. It's not like from Fort Collins up to Castle Rock. I mean, we can stream. We can go all the way to New Mexico. We can go up to Chicago. We can go to Amsterdam, London. We can go anywhere. Just time zone differences. So that's why I'm trying to, push everybody and anybody who can get into the music business and go ahead and cut their own stuff. And you guys have the talent, especially you brothers. Go ahead, Mike. Tell us some more about Masakata, what you guys did. And you guys did a lot of events.
Well, I mean, we did a lot. I remember doing a lot for you guys, you and your brother.
Yeah,
All the
we had a
food
good-
drives, all those concerts.
In Brighton, yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of them. You guys, you also did a lot of picnics over at Lakeside. You did a lot of fundraisers. You guys were a premium commodity back in the day because you did not only Mexican music, but you also did, your commercial top 40 kind of stuff.
Right.
And who all sang in the group back then?
It was just me. I
Just
was the
you.
singer then. Me.
Are you still a singer, Mike?
Yeah, and all of us sing.
Now look how
harmonies.
serious he is with this. What do you think, Mike? You don't have to.
No,
be
I
so
haven't.
serious.
I'm just starting to sing again. It's been years since I really sang.
You don't sing in the
I'm singing,
in the
but
shower.
mostly back up. No,
No.
no.
Only when he's naked.
Yeah. So what you're saying is when you get in the shower, it turns on, or it gets turned on.
Don't listen to Dan.
Yeah. Seguro que sí, ándale pues. We've got a nice stream. We're live right now. If you want to log into www.kuhsdenver.com, you're welcome to do so at any given time. You can see the guys in here. They're live, talking about Masakate. Back in the day, they went to Champagne Edition. They're now called TKO. Dan, take it away. Tell us more about, what you used to do. Poquito más. What was that?
We got together with some guys out of Greeley, and that's kind of it was several guys that we worked with before. Tom Cordova, lead vocals. We at that time with Poquito Mas, we started doing all strictly Tejano. A lot of work down in Pueblo for the county fairs. A lot of work in Greeley. Unfortunately, it doesn't feel like there's a huge niche for Tejano music around in the Denver area. It's limited. So
yes and no.
Yeah,
Depends on who you're talking to.
would agree. I agree.
Yeah, it's a Tejano music, Mexicano music, but the combination of top 40 oldies, there is a huge market, especially what you guys are doing. You guys have, you've got TKO now. Tell us about TKO. Let's move right into TKO and tell us a little bit about that. We've got two other guests sitting right here right behind you who's going to come on and talk more about it. But we want to hear your side of the story.
TKO.
Come on.
TKO, we're getting.
Is it
going.
like the big fight that's going to happen this weekend?
Let's back up. So back in the early 90s, we had a band TKO. We were
Sure.
TKO.
Well, who was that?
After Champagne Edition.
Yeah.
That was Bernie, Danny, and myself. Art Martinez. Art now plays with Chasing the Dream. And Tom Cordova. And let's see who else. We had Justin Adams on keyboards.
Yeah.
And we were playing mostly R&B top 40 at that time. We threw in a few Tano tunes. But
That's when TKO initially started.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, it wasn't like this coming up weekend when Pacquiao fights Mayweather, right?
No, it's more tortilla night owls.
Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about.
yeah, so
It's
anyway.
Cinco de Mayo weekend, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
This weekend we're tortilla night owls all the way.
All the way.
Yeah.
And then where did it go from there, Mike?
Well, we stopped playing for about 10 years, and Danny started up with Poquito Mas. He was playing drums for them, and I think Danny played for 2 years with them, and then they asked me to play guitar, so I played for another 2 or 3 years with them. Then we took another break, and for 10 years.
Yeah.
And then you decided to go fishing.
I was fishing a lot.
And do you still
and
fish?
doing our business.
Do you still finish? Do you still
Oh
fish?
yeah, all the time.
So
as
I
much
asked him
as
for
I
some
can.
fish. I asked him for some fish. He didn't bring us no fish.
He lets them go.
let him
Yeah.
Catch too many, there wouldn't be any left. But after, when we played with Poquito Mas, then we took a long break again, 10 years, and then Bad Habits out of Pueblo asked me to play.
Yeah, I checked out Bad Habits. That's a good little group out of
Yeah.
Pueblo. Now, how do you match up with them from them down in Pueblo and your way up here? You just travel down there to go
Well, when we were Poquito Mas, we used to play down there a lot.
so it was no big
So
deal.
those guys knew us. They recruited Tom Cordova for vocals and Sam Subia out of Greeley. The two of them played with us in Poquito Mas. So they were playing with Bad Habits, and then they needed a guitar player. They called me, and I played with them for 4.5 years.
And what about Bernie and Dan? What were they doing?
I was taking it easy
And Donna she was just singing in
in the shower.
turning it on. And don't forget, we're going to get Donna and Bernie up next in about 5 minutes, but we got to hear their side of the story because they have a different side of the story, is what they were telling me earlier. Nah, I'm just kidding you. So you're listening to www.kuhsdenver.com. Sitting in here for DJ Jess is Mr.
Steve Stalsey. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, Steve. Tell us, what do you think of all these bands we've been bringing in, doing it live and everything, and live video stream?
It's great for people to be able to connect with us, not just on audio, but video too. And we're looking at the screen right now. Amsterdam is listening. Spain is listening. Poland is listening. Turkey is listening. Peru is listening.
Turkey.
We're heard all over the place, and that's amazing.
Now, keep in mind, we're going a lot of bilingual shows because Spanish is the biggest language spoke around the world. So we're trying to incorporate that because we get a lot of, the other side of the world patching in and listening to us, wondering, because I do have it all over iTunes, streaming.net, TuneIn. So everybody, it does say on their Spanish language. So that's why a lot of people tune in. So you see a lot of this stuff coming from around the world. And it's great, be able to, we're not connecting, like I said, just with up the street to down the street like the Celestial, KS 101.5, and they've lost a lot of their DJs. I don't know if you know that. And we've got Paul Chavez here, and hopefully we're going to have Cha-Cha Chavez here. She's maybe, if not, no big deal. But I know I got Steve Stalza here on my side.
all you
And I'm
need.
glad to be here, man.
Yeah, Steve is also from KUVO Radio, sits in there. Steve's been around the radio business a long, long time. He's subbing in for DJ Jess. I don't know if you've been hearing about DJ Jess, a prodigy of Denver, young guy, but boy, he's on fire like you guys were back in the day. I'd always see something in young people. They have stars in their eyes, but we had the connections to get them out there, and that's what you guys did. And I was real proud of you. And when I seen you guys, I thought, perfect to get you in here to talk about the past. And we've had Aguila in here, we've had Jamaica in here, we've had all the old bands in here, which is really good.
It's cool.
We had Joey Cruz in here, so you name it, we've had them in here, and we've had even some big stars in here. We got to talk to people from Earth, Wind, and Fire, the drummer of Gladys Knight and the Pips. We've had Confunction here. Next week we're going to be streaming Confunction. So you're part of the big names too, as far as I'm concerned, because we go so far.
Big names from Denver, Colorado.
And that's right. Last week we got to stream, like we're streaming you right now. We're streaming you live around the world. Hidalgo, Mexico has chimed in. So San Francisco, Athens, Greece. Now, last week we got to, and that's Dot Cero, their 14th album. They're really on fire.
Yeah,
So we got to stream
absolutely.
them live, and he took it. His son is a pastor in Kansas City. He asked me if I'd keep streaming one more song, and the entire congregation logged in, just like people can log in to see you guys right now. And a lot of people do that, and they do it around the world, which is really, really nice. That's why I want you to get exposed to what we're doing here. That's why if you cut 1, 2, or 3 songs, it doesn't matter. You don't have to cut a whole freaking album.
Mhm.
We put it on our all-night streamer. Oh, I don't want to, I won't be heard all night. Well, you're thinking celestial. I'm thinking the other side of the world, 8-hour, 10-hour difference. They'll be
Right.
in the morning. Well, listen to the jams. DJ Jen does a rock show. They downloaded her set up in Lagos and in Germany on a podcast, and they're offering it free. Well, we offer it free. We don't care. They think they're offering their people something cool, out of the United States. So with that said, finish up with TKO. What's going on currently? Then we're going to bring Donna and Burning on, so we're going to hear the real scoop.
Go ahead, Dan.
So
Tell 'em about TKO now.
TKO, we started up a new project just about a year ago, trying to take off. Got Rob Duran out of Longmont on keys. He's been around for quite a while. Hopefully we get Tom feeling better, and till we get Tom back into it. Doing some Tejano top 40 stuff, and with Donna on vocals now, we're doing a lot of female type tunes, top 40 tunes, some old R&B stuff.
And what kind of drums do you play?
Got a Ludwig.
Ooh, sweet. Nice.
Ludwig, nice wood,
Zildjian,
Zildjian cymbals all around.
all the nice stuff. What kind of kick pedal do you use?
It's a pearl.
Oh,
It's an
that's
old
my
pearl.
wife's name.
Is it?
Hmm. So I'll never forget
It's
that.
perfect.
Well, you
She's
know,
watching me.
we have a great conguera on our staff, Janine Santana.
Oh, that's right. Big shout out to Janine.
Yeah,
Santana.
Janine.
Fabulous. And what kind of acts are you playing now, Mr. Mike?
I have a PRS and also Les
I almost thought he was
Paul.
saying POS. I was
Oh,
a Les Paul. That sounds really nice.
I have a 73 Les Paul
Right.
also. I don't play that one too much. I like my PRS.
Yeah. Is it sweet?
Yeah.
Really, really nice stuff.
Mhm.
So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and bring Donna on and Bernie on. It feels like you didn't talk a lot, but you guys talked a lot. Well, you guys just chatted away. But Bernie and Donna are going to really chat away for the next 15 minutes.
Right
We're
on.
going to go ahead and switch over to them if you want to switch spots here and go ahead and roll us a couple of commercials.
Right on.
All right.
Don't forget, we're still streaming live here on KUHS Radio, and we have the TKO group right in here. So if you want to see us right, you can log on to www.kuhsdenver.com and see this live if you can't see it right now. So we're hoping you're enjoying what we've been bringing you. Steve in the house right now. Steve, go ahead and say something to everybody out there while you get that all set up.
All right, it's all ready to go. Let's do a quick break real quick, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, you can still keep talking because it's going to be streamed live. Once I record this, I can grab it and throw it back up on Facebook, and you guys can share it with it all you want.
Yeah, that'd be
So
good.
right now, you're still being streamed, so be real careful you don't talk about your girlfriends and stuff. I've got myself in a lot of pickles doing it this way. So if you just logged in with us on KUHSradio.com, you guys can do a shout out to anybody you want right now. It'll be up there. Shout
Hello,
out to your
Denver.
family.
Hello, Denver.
Yeah, to anybody you want, because once I put it back up there.
What up, Dom? You watching in Oregon?
Did you
My
tell
son-
him to?
I told my son he lives in Oregon.
Probably would have popped up here somewhere.
He might be asleep because he works graveyard shift.
No, but he'll be able to re-see it because I'll pop it back up there.
Oh, so you could say it and then he'll hear it later.
Yeah, exactly right.
This is cool.
So are we done?
You're coming up. I'm gonna play just another quick one since
Okay.
we got time.
Okay.
Can't hear what's going on though.
You can just on your number, what, 2?
Oh, still not hearing it. It's going out though because it's doing the meters are bouncing. So.
Say what?
Without the monitor, I'm gonna get rid of five.
You gonna
Five
sing?
monitors
Crack some beauties.
for this and then hook up the monitor.
Oh, yes.
Henry, get Donna to sing a little bit.
No.
Yeah, you want to?
No, okay.
Ah.
I'm too
Sonar
shy.
Chuleta también.
I'm too shy.
Me too.
She's a comedian too, stand-up comic also.
Oh, we're ready to go. Are you really?
No. This is my first time ever doing this. I have no idea what I'm doing.
And we are back live on KUHSdenver.com and with Henry Archuleta and Steve and TKO. What's up? What's up?
Well, we got to introduce Donna and Bernie. They're now sitting in the hot seat. Well, not really. They're going to have a good time talking to us. We're going to start off with Donna. She says that she's going to sing us a song. And what song would you like us to sing? I mean,
No, actually, thank you for letting us be here, first and foremost. But secondly, this is the first time I've ever done anything like this, so I'm a tad bit nervous. So, yeah, but thank you very much. And Archuleta, I was wondering, how do you spell that? Was that with 2 T's or 1 T?
I can only
I'm
afford.
curious.
I can only afford 1 T.
1 T. See, I
Yeah.
come from 2 T's.
Yeah, you're
We're a little special.
so rica.
We're special that way. That's how we roll in Denver.
Does she really roll in Denver? Who are you rolling for that other team? Dios
I'm
mío.
from Denver. My whole family's from Denver, so yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's
I grew up
nice.
there.
Tell us about your musical life.
Yeah, it's very limited. I sang in choir, in church choir, and I've always loved my cousins, and I basically was a groupie for them for a while. And they've always asked me to sing, but again, it's the nerves. And so it wasn't until I just got a little bit more familiar and comfortable with just standing on stage and singing. So that was always nerve-wracking for me. But I've
So
always
what you're
loved
saying is that you were a groupie and then you found her just humming on the side of the stage, or qué pasa?
No, we've always known she can sing. In fact, in our TKO band back in the 90s, she came and sang maybe 3 or 4 songs with us.
Yeah.
That's her
Also,
first-
you've always known she could sing.
Yeah, we've known since she was a little girl that she can sing.
How big?
This big.
Little, little
Yeah, because we're we just grew up together.
close family.
Yeah.
Close knit, huh?
Yep.
And then where'd it go from there? How'd you get into band?
Boy, I think they just said, come and practice with us. And I
And you
said, all right.
okay, let's do this. And
Yep.
what songs are you doing?
Well, we do a variety. Like they said, we do the Selena songs. We do Spanish, English. If they think I could sing it, they say practice. And I say, okay. And then we try it. And then if it sounds great, we do it.
And so that's how you got into band. So now it's rolling with Donna in the group.
Yeah.
Donna Archuleta.
Their cousin.
Really? How nice is that?
Yeah.
Bernie, let's chime in with what you're playing.
I play bass.
Well, I knew that.
Bass.
Andale, that was
That's it.
more.
What's
Bass.
Very well. He plays it really well. Yeah.
I just
You
keep
still slapping the bass like you've always have?
It's all about the bass.
It's all about the bass
No
and the
trouble.
drums. If you don't, no trouble. No trouble. It's all about
No
the bass.
treble.
Oh, I thought you said no trouble.
Treble.
No trouble off the bass.
Yeah, I'm starting to get. I had like a 20-year break.
Why? Why did you guys do
My
this? to
my
me? Why?
My
Family.
kids, my family, my kids were,
You have to raise your children,
yeah,
get the family hooked up, work day and night
Yeah.
just to feed them, pay for the car, y todo.
you know the story.
Yeah.
And now I've always missed it, and now, well, actually, Mike asked me to come back and play with them and with the Bad Habits, and so I
Yeah.
played with them maybe six gigs, 7 gigs, but it was too far to go for
That's
me.
what I'm saying. That's 2
Yeah.
hours up one way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had a good time, and it got me practicing again, and I'm starting to get back to where I was. I'm not there yet.
But he's good.
Yeah. Well, these guys, I've known them for a long time. For in case anybody wants to know, back in the day, we were called Archuleta Promotions. It started in 1973. So just to give you that kind of dates me, it's like I've been doing this kind of business 41 years. I went covert for a long time. I didn't go out of the business. So for in case you can tell, I'm still in the business. And I've been doing a lot of behind the scenes with a lot of groups that have gotten pretty big. And then I go back to the days of when Earth, Wind, and Fire first started here in Denver. You probably guys have never mentioned that to you. There's been Freddie and Henchy, and now they're Chris Daniels and the King. Freddie is their singer, and they cut an album. They're going on tour. There's been a lot of good groups that I've been a part of since way back in the day, and you guys are one of them. That's why I wanted you guys here, to enjoy what we've got here for this new medium. So if you can use it to your advantage. That's what we ask you to do. And that's why Steve's in on the boat, so he's having a good time. It's a free reign radio, it's more or less. It's independent. It's not owned by anybody but ourselves. We don't use fractional server space or nothing. We own everything in this building in terms of like servers, so we can control, how many people listen to us, and you can tell how many people do. It's around the world. It's like it's a lot of fun. So I encourage you guys to get into your own music. It only takes 1, 2, 3 songs. If one hits, boy, you're rich.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
So Los Lonely Boys did it. There was only 3 of those guys, but they can add all the different people into their group. Whether it be strings, horns, whatever, and then they can go on tour and enjoy themselves. I always thought you guys were fabulous. So let's talk a little bit more about where TKO is headed.
For me, I'm just
the bass player. That's what
yeah,
he's trying to say.
holding down the groove. That's my job. Hold down the groove.
Now we're going to do a real quick shout out to a few of the people out in Germany, in Bulgaria, Finland. Of course, the United States is always up here all over the place. Poland, and it's Spain again. Big shout out to DJ Jess out there. If you're listening, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's over for you. No, just kidding. So DJ Jess, and if your mom's there with you, big shout out to you, and big shout out to everybody who's listening to us here in Denver, Colorado. You're listening to KUHSdenver.com. It's a UHS World Communication Network known all over the world now. So we have a band in here that used to be known as Mas Secate, went to Paquito Mas, now is also TKO, a fabulous group in Denver. You may want to check them out. Where are you guys going to be for Cinco de Mayo?
We're going to be in Longmont at their festival that they have, and it's I don't even know any of the other bands. Do you guys know back there?
Yeah, I think we do. We'll get that up for you.
It's at Roosevelt Park.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we start at 2.
2 o'clock.
Donna knows what's going on there. So, what day is that?
It's the 2nd.
What day?
It's on Saturday the 2nd.
Saturday, May 2nd.
And so, where's Roosevelt Park located?
I'm MapQuest.
in Maine. I think
I'm from Denver. I'm MapQuest.
Like a block
So-
west of Main Street on 9th or something like that.
It's at, they're going to be playing Saturday, May 2nd from 11. There's a whole big event at Roosevelt Park at 11 to 6 p.m. 700 Longs Peak Avenue in Longmont. Going to have plenty of food, art, dance, kid activities. So that means I get to go. A Chihuahua contest, but I have a pit bull, so that leaves me out. Resource fair, music, car show, all kinds of nice things. But TK is going to be there, so you make sure. What time? That's 2 p.m.
2
p.m.
And you can check them out with Donna singing on the front side. We're going to have Bernie on the bass. rock, 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 rock.
Slapping the bass.
That's right. Dan's going to be on drums. Mike's going to be on guitar. So you make sure and check them out. There's other people in the group. Who are they again?
Rob Duran on keyboards.
Rob Duran on keyboards, and you got a horn section, don't you?
No.
No horn section.
Sam Subia on accordion.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
And Ernie
Rivas.
He's going to be singing with us.
Oh, nice. Have you thought of a horn section?
We have, but
Too much. It's just for somebody going boop, 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 boop. Yeah.
yes, we're having a hard time,
Just
getting
keeping
everybody.
your core value
Yeah.
together. Huh?
Yeah.
And so, what do you guys expect out of TKO in the future? Do you think it's going to hold up really nice?
I think so.
Who brings the tortillas and the beer to the group?
Donna brings the hot dogs
I
Do
always
you?
bring hot dogs and some bottled water.
and ginger snaps.
And ginger
Do you
snaps.
really? Do you really?
Yes, no.
No, yes.
But we dip it in milk. I don't know. That's an old school kind of thing. That's how we were
You
playing.
keep
about
saying
it.
old
Anyway,
school.
it's a lot of
I'm with you, man.
fun.
I'm viejito school. You're old school. I'm viejito
She was saying, was it you saying that you were so poor that you didn't have, you used to dip him in water because you didn't have no milk?
Yeah.
Jeez,
Oh,
yeah.
shout out. That's Robert Garcia, Love You Baby. But yeah,
Oh,
that
that
was
was
his story.
Robert.
That's the way how it went. But no, we're going to be doing a lot of things. We're going to just hit or miss there. We, done weddings. We're done other events. So we're going to be out there, and we're looking for more different venues to participate in. So yeah, I think we're going to be busy.
Are you singing most of the songs now that your lead vocalist is kind of
It's 50-50, I think.
okay?
Yeah.
So the other lead vocalist,
Ernie.
Ernie, he's going to cover for Tommy then. Is what you're saying.
Correct.
Is he
Yeah.
pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like him? Sounds good. Is he
Mhm.
wanting to be in the group?
Yeah.
Does he really?
Yeah. He's his only problem. He's having a little conflict with his job. So
Yeah. To get
yeah.
to get off on time and
Yeah.
everything. Because some of the events, I mean, he probably works into the evening. You can't get there, right?
yeah, and he's on call a lot. So
So in case you're just barely tuning into us, you're missing the whole show on KUHSdenver.com. Don't forget, next week, the biggest Cinco de Mayo in the freaking nation in downtown Denver, and that's for real. Denver has the biggest Cinco de Mayo in the nation. We will be on Friday, we will be at the KUHS Bar streaming a live interview with Comfunction. So if you aren't doing nothing tomorrow I'm talking next Friday, make sure it's a meet and greet. Comfunction. We'll be doing a live stream from the KUHS Bar. So you can log into www.kuhsdenver.com and catch that. The following day, we'll be up north. We'll be doing some things for another group. We're going to be doing a live stream there. And then that's, what's his name? Patrick Dune. So you got to check that out. The following day on Cinco de Mayo, we're going to be doing a live stream from down there. We can't be everywhere, but we're trying to be. A live stream we'll probably have, hopefully Paul Chavez is going to be there. Jesse will be there. If you want to go there, you can probably get on the live stream.
Absolutely.
We're going to try to do some of the bands and let you see it live as it's happening, like you're seeing this live. So hopefully you can get to the biggest Cinco de Mayo in the nation at downtown Denver, Colorado. So all those who are listening to us in San Antonio, Texas, if you're in Albuquerque, I know you're going to go to that big function they're having down there. It's a big fundraiser. Paul Chavez told you about that. It's funny how I could reach out to Albuquerque from here. So Paul Chavez is telling you, make sure to attend that event, a great big event. So tomorrow, Paul Chavez will be subbing in for DJ Jess on the Canciones de Domingo show. He'll have some special guests on here, and that will be done totally in bilingual. So he'll be rapping out his Spanish music for you. So you make sure and tune in tomorrow, 10 to 1, following by the other show, which is a great show. It's called Intervisions FM. That follows from 1 to 3, and then from 3 to 4, we have the top 20 out of Hollywood, California. Some big names on there, Nicki Minaj, all kinds of people are doing live interviews. We're syndicated with that radio station out there. I'm telling you, this thing is on fire. So I have to get everything out in one big roll there. Your turn. That's right, Steve.
Yeah, the top 20 is actually coming up next, and then it's replayed tomorrow.
And then what's following the top 20 after right now? It's the Root and Root show, isn't that right? With Greg Rashid.
Greg Rashid, my buddy.
Yeah, that's you guys work together with
With Kubo, yeah.
And Greg Rashid's going to follow the top 20 following this interview right now. And that's out of DC. It's a delayed remake of the Root and Root Show. You got to make sure and listen to that. That's really interesting stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this show. We had the TKO band, formerly known as Masacate, Poquito Mas, and all the other stuff. It's a special guest in the house with Donna Archuleta, spelled with 2 T's.
Thank you.
We got Bernie Martinez on bass. We had Mike Martinez on guitar. And we also had Dan Martinez on drums. Until next week, we're going to have the 2 lead singers of Soul School in here. So they're going to have a great story for you. So you make sure and tune in to Music Alive, brought to you by KUHSdenver.com. We'll see you next week.
Right on.